Hi, I'm Jasmine. How many servings of meat do you think I can eat at a time? I assure you. And in my story, I will tell you about my record, how I ate as much as 3 kilograms of meat at a super fast speed. You heard right. Exactly 3 kilograms. I'm not lying, and don't mind my weight, which is only 39 kilograms. This is not an indicator at all because I'm quite a bit of a glutton. Some people don't get fat no matter how much you feed them, and I'm one of them. I'm also sometimes called a witch for it. Moreover, my gluttony began in childhood. It may have been innate. When I was 4 years old, my parents sent me to my grandmother for a few weeks. I don't know what she had done, but I came back in an all-consuming child snarfing down literally everything as it came. Soup? Great. I'm ready to eat 3 bowls at once. Salad? What's with the kids' portion? A roast? That's a laugh. I need more. My parents just widened their eyes in surprise and could not understand what happened to their cute child and where I got such an appetite from. Meanwhile, I was eating my 5th steak and I didn't give a damn about their perplexities and speculations. Then they took me to the doctor who said that a growing child's body requires more food than usual. So everything is fine and this just happens with growth spurts. Okay, it's normal, but is that bad? My parents thought, but decided to keep an eye on me. I saw their expressions, and it freaked me out and annoyed me at the same time. These puzzled looks every time I ate something, constantly questioned whether I was full yet, and controlling my portions. Would you just give it a rest? One day, I couldn't stand it and told my parents that I didn't eat so much because I was hungry, but because I was bored and food was kind of an entertainment for me. Therefore, stop spying on me, counting how much and what I put into my stomach and rolling your eyes at the sight of my portion. Otherwise, I will have to give up this pleasure too. It was quite true. And the thing is, I don't feel full at all. I can eat endlessly until I come to my senses, and this is normal for me. Meanwhile, I love to eat, so I turned out to be a certified glutton. But the main thing is that I didn't get fat. Isn't this the dream of all girls? You are constantly eating and your figure remains slim as before? I think this is real luck. At school, I realized that my feature gluttony can bring me certain benefits. Therefore, I often embedded with the guys for money or valuable goodies that I could drink. For example, 2 liters of soda in one go, or that I could eat a heap of some sweets, and each time the prizes were mine. Those who did not know me and did not understand what the trick was generally lost very cool things in these bets because of seeing my constitution and ambition in the form of promises. They did not even doubt that I could swallow an elephant. One day, my friend Nicole showed me an ad for a competition that was run by the owner of a very famous and cool restaurant in our city. The conditions were very simple. Simple for me. It was necessary to eat 1 kilogram of baked meat at a certain time, and the winner would get a subscription to unlimited dinners at that restaurant for a year. There are so many delicious chicken wings with barbecue sauce and delicious Caesar salads that it would be a crime not to take part in this competition. How can you voluntarily refuse free dinners in a place like this? On the same day, I registered for the competition as a participant. And now I had to wait for it to start and my cherished prize in the form of a subscription to dinners. I didn't doubt my victory for a minute, so I didn't worry at all. On the appointed day, the restaurant was attended by local bloggers, some journalists, the owner and the employees of the restaurant, as well as numerous sponsors. There, I learned that there would be many prizes as well as participants. This made me even more excited. I also found it funny to watch the faces of everyone present as they looked at me. They were so surprised and pitiful that I couldn't wait to show them what I could do. I generally like to shock the audience. Sometimes it's even more valuable than the prizes themselves. So everything went as I wanted. Besides, it was interesting for me to watch my opponents. Each of them was 3 times bigger than me, and no one saw me as a worthy rival. Well, it's okay. Soon, everything will fall into place. It's not even surprising that when the sponsors started betting, no one put money on me. No one at all. The largest number of bets was put on the fat man of Boeri, weighing 175 kilograms. It is not surprising. Then one of the sponsors called me over and asked me what I was doing there. For some reason, he thought it was some kind of prank and that I was here as a joke. I assured him that I was very serious and had no doubt that I would win. And then this sponsor, who turned out to be the owner of a motor market, agreed to bet on me. Moreover, he said that he would give me a cool bike if I ate a kilogram of meat first and would reward me with $10,000 for each additional kilogram eaten. These conditions were more than acceptable to me because I could not even dream of such a thing. Not only will I be able to have free dinners at this restaurant for a year, but I would also become the owner of a new bike and also earn some good money. Then all the participants came to a huge table where there were already a large number of plates with baked meat, each of which contained 1 kilogram and glasses of water. The countdown started, after which we could start eating. We had no more than 10 minutes for this. Well, the meat itself was an unpleasant surprise. Either it was of poor quality or the cook had blown it. In general, it was like rubber and hard to chew. Swallowing even a bite was a real quest because these huge chunks stuck in the middle of my throat and caused gagging. Honestly, I would have given up and walked out of there right in the middle of a competition if my head hadn't been clouded by the prizes. In my opinion, they were worth fighting for. Then I began to tear smaller chunks from the meat with my teeth and swallow them whole. So things went faster, and I quickly finished off the first plate of meat. By the way, I was the first, and my time was 4 minutes. But I was not going to stop there and started to work on the next kilogram. You should have seen the faces of those around me at that moment. They were at a loss. How can such a petite girl handle so much meat so quickly? Easily enough. And my example will be a lesson for all of them that one cannot judge a person only by appearance. The final whistle blew, which meant that 10 minutes had passed. By that time, not everyone had coped with even 1 kilogram, and I was finishing the last piece of 3 kilograms. And no, I didn't have a feeling of fullness even then, although it was my personal best. Then the awarding procedure began. I was handed a subscription to the restaurant dinners, a certificate for a bike, and a check for $20,000. This was the first big victory for me. The prizes in the form of chocolates and sweets were far in the past. Inspired by my success, I went home to brag to my parents who had no idea of anything. But my path was suddenly interrupted. I had a very bad pain in the upper part of my stomach. I could neither stand nor scream nor breathe, but simply fell to the ground. I was lucky that there were compassionate passersby who called an ambulance. I was taken to the hospital, and the doctors just freaked out when they realized what was wrong with me. None of them believed that so much food, especially meat, could fit in a human stomach. But they didn't have time to recover from the shock because I needed an urgent operation. The fact is that the meat had become a lump in my intestines, stomach, and even digestive tract. A little more time and it would simply tear everything apart inside of me. So everything had to be removed as soon as possible with the help of surgical intervention. Well, the operation was carried out, and then I was in shock because I was cut from the navel to the chest. The incision was 40 centimeters long. Yikes! It turned out that this was necessary to extract the chunks of meat from me throughout the digestive tract. I will not even talk about my recovery period because I still have not recovered from the experience and even received a disability. Now I have to eat only liquid or ground up food and strictly control the number of my portions. Moreover, as you understand, I could not take advantage of the dinner subscription and it simply expired. The money you received went to my treatment, and now I can't even ride my new bike from a physical standpoint. I don't know what to say, but I think I can qualify for the Darwin Awards. Huh? I screwed up so much. And among other things, I lost the most important thing, my health, which cannot be bought either for prizes or for money. Never get involved in stupid competitions because they can cost you your life. Always think about yourself and your health first. Have you ever participated in stupid contests? And were you able to win? You can write your answers in the comments below this video.